So what's up, guys? We're going to be looking at the 115-day blog post. Treyarch has officially given us the logo for Firebase Z, some new details revealing a bunch of important Firebase Z information. Tombstone has officially been revealed as well. We're going to go through the 3 tiers of the Tombstone DLC perk, when it's going to be added to the game. A lot of cool zombies information to go through here. If you can, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more Black Ops Cold War content. It's greatly appreciated. Let's get started here. Here we have celebrating 115 day. Pretty cool image here. I'm guessing this is from Firebase Z. I don't exactly know what this is, so leave your comments down below what this might be. But just to go through here, January 15th is upon us once again. We've got plenty to celebrate with the zombies community. They talk about 115 day, and they go through some different stuff. We already know, cranked, zombies free access week, but let's look at this here. Firebase Z unveiled. So yesterday, if you guys didn't know, they revealed the title and the release date for Firebase Z. It's releasing February 4th during Season 1. Free for all Black Ops Cold War players. And here is the official logo, and we're going to go through some storyline information about Firebase Z. And if you want to skip through the timestamps down below, we're going to talk also about the Tombstone DLC perk and everything else they're adding to the game. And first of all, the logo, super cool. I mean, this logo is insane. Definitely is giving me some type of Garad Crovey vibe. I don't know why. The Firebase is just reminding me of something I saw from Garad Crovey, but it's a super cool logo. Looks really nice, so definitely glad that they have this here. Let's go through some of the information about Firebase Z. In less than 3 weeks, Firebase Z will introduce zombie fans to an all-new location set in the jungles of Vietnam. New characters, new enemies, new gameplay mechanics, much more, new wonder weapons as well, so really sick. And they're saying they're not going to spoil too much there, but they're going to go into the story so far. What are we seeing here? What is setting the stage for this new storyline? Requiem versus Omega. Dimensional breaches continue to open around the world as both Omega and Requiem work in the shadows to ensure the secrecy of their discoveries. The greater public remains blissfully unaware of this deadly new arms race between the East and the West as the two sides continue to study the dark ether dimension and the ether crystals found within. Each strives for an advantage over the other in the ongoing Cold War. Bad news, Requiem has fallen behind. Omega Group's newest research outpost represents their resounding successes in harnessing dark ether technology for their own gains. Equipped with an on-site dimensional gateway, they've acquired the ability to send soldiers and other conscripts into the dark ether to harvest Ethereum crystals straight from the source. As a result, Omega Group's scientific breakthroughs in the last several months have far surpassed anything Requiem could have imagined. And here's another new image here saying Omega has developed new limitless power source, again stemming from the dark ether and what they're doing in Outpost 25 in Vietnam. So we'll definitely learn more about that pretty soon. And again, that's from R, so really insane there. We'll see again who R is. I don't think R is revealed in this. We'll probably have to wait till Firebase Z to see who R is, but super cool there. Now here is Outpost 25, which is Firebase Z, with the destruction of Project End Station, which is Die Machina, anomaly site in their wake. Gregory Weaver and the agents of Requiem turn their attention to a far greater threat, a new dark ether outbreak site in Southeast Asia. After learning Agent Maxis has been captured by Omega Group, Weaver deploys Requiem's strike team to infiltrate the facility where she's reportedly been held, Outpost 25. So this is really interesting here. Samantha Maxis has been captured, and she's been captured by Omega Group, so this is actually getting a little interesting. This storyline is getting a bit more interesting in the terms of now we have to try to save her, and I can honestly see us going to Firebase Z, attempting to save her during the Easter egg, and then she gets snatched and she goes to the next map location, and maybe the rest of the Cold War zombie storyline, it's us trying to save Samantha Maxis. I really could see that. That's definitely very interesting here for the story. Against all odds, Requiem forces will infiltrate the outpost to rendezvous with an Omega Group informant, save Samantha Maxis, and above all else, survive the new horrors that await them in this abandoned research facility. In the coming weeks, we'll have more Firebase Z story details, intel reveals, official gameplay trailer, which apparently is not today, which definitely does suck, but we will be seeing that gameplay trailer very soon. In the meantime, let's dive into the additional content coming to zombies during Season 1. Tombstone Soda, February 4th. So we are officially getting Tombstone Soda as a DLC perk. It's not going to be released today during 115 day, which is unfortunate, but February 4th is less than 3 weeks away from now, so it's going to be super soon, and it's going to be really cool to see what we're getting for Tombstone Soda. And they reveal here, as I told you guys before, for the 3 tiers Tombstone Soda. So let's go through the information here. So as we may have not so subtly hinted on New Year's Eve, we're bringing a 7th perk to Black Ops Cold War Zombies alongside the launch of Firebase Z Tombstone Soda. But Treyarch, you ask, what's so new about Tombstone? Thanks for asking. Great question. When deciding on the perk to introduce to zombies, the design team reviewed the full history of every perk, including who's who, and ability from the past that centered around death, and ultimately rolled them into an incredibly useful perk for Black Ops Cold War. Tombstone Soda is all about manipulating and cheating the consequences of death, and you'll need it against the forces waiting for you in Vietnam. Unlike its first incarnation in Black Ops 2, the new and improved Tombstone Soda will now transform the player into a shadow within the Dark Ether after being downed. In this shadow form, you'll be equipped with weapons to help give you a fighting chance to revive yourself, which is kind of like how Who's Who works low-key. So they did say there, they looked at all of the perks centered around death, and the first version of Tombstone is low-key like Who's Who, so that's actually really funny. And they say, however, if your health is reduced to 0 in shadow form, you're dead. So this is pretty much like how Who's Who works low-key, but a better version of Who's Who. So with Who's Who, when you got downed, you spawned back in with a clone of yourself, but you had no perks, and they gave you an M1911, which was just impossible to survive with. In this case here, you actually are given weapons to give yourself a fighting chance to revive yourself. So it's definitely going to be a lot easier to get that done. And there's obviously 3 tiers to Tombstone that we'll go through right now. So here is Tombstone Soda. When downed, become a shadow in the Dark Ether armed with your weapons that can revive you. If your shadow loses all of its health, you die. And here are the 3 tiers. Let's just read it right here. Fortunately, Tombstone's benefits only get better from there. Each perk comes with its own set of upgradable skills in Black Ops Cold War, and this one's no different. Obviously, you get Ethereum crystals, you level up different tiers, and the tiers here, Shadow Form can regenerate health, tier 1. Tier 2, increase downed duration to 60 seconds, which is actually pretty useful. And then tier 3, on death, drop a Tombstone stash that saves your weapon, equipment, and resources, which obviously includes all of your salvage. So I'm live streaming right now. Earlier in my stream, we were talking about what Tombstone could actually provide to us. I do like what they're doing here. I thought the base version of Tombstone would actually be the normal Tombstone, but it looks like the normal Tombstone from Black Ops 2 is pretty much the tier 3 version, because in the past, obviously, Tombstone was the actual icon that you would pick up, get your weapons, all of your perks back, and this time you have to get to tier 3 to get all of those abilities. But all the tiers here for Tombstone are actually pretty solid. This isn't the craziest perk ever. I'm not going to say this is going to be like the best perk they ever add to Cold War Zombies, but it's a solid perk. It's definitely a solid perk. You'll be able to grab a can of the Tombstone perk machine in Firebase Z, and you'll also find it in the Der Wonder Fizz machine in D Machina on February 4th, which we already could have figured. There's 4 empty slots on the Wonder Fizz machine for the 4 DLC perks that will be added to the game. So super cool there, and it's gonna have that same jingle. Rest in pieces down for the cat. It's gonna be super fire. So I definitely can't wait for that. And there's gonna be some new support Scorestreaks and Intel also added to the game February 4th. So the 2 new support score streaks are the Devastating Artillery and the Always Satisfying Napalm Strike added to the crafting table. And we also have new in-game intel, audio logs, documents, radio communications, Dark Ether dispatches, and artifacts hidden throughout Firebase Z, which obviously we knew that was going to happen. We're going to get a lot of good information from this intel on Firebase Z, which will most likely also give us more information as to what the next upcoming DLC map is going to be after Firebase Z, which I know it's a little early for that, but that's what that intel will give us. And then the last thing here, new Onslaught map and enemy types. So it's very unfortunate this is only for PlayStation players, but if you are on PlayStation, and I'm not even on PlayStation, I'm on PC, so I can't even play this stuff, but if you are on PlayStation and you're lucky enough to have Onslaught, you're getting some new stuff here. We have Express coming to Onslaught later on this season. We also have new enemy types in every Onslaught map, which is going to be pretty cool to see, you know, what enemy types we actually get here. Now, obviously right now, double weapon XP live in the game this weekend. We also have the Zombies Free Access Week and all of that good stuff. We're less than 3 weeks away from February 4th, and we still haven't seen a gameplay trailer. We have more than enough time to see, see other reveals. And Treyarch does tell us that we're not getting the gameplay trailer just yet, but we are going to be getting it very soon. We're going to get more of the teaser images. A lot of other stuff will be revealed, and I really like the marketing, the hype they're doing for the actual game here. I almost forgot to read the bottom of the blog post because there is some very interesting information here. I'm just gonna read all of this. More to come in 2021. That's a wrap for this year's 115 day. From everyone here at Treyarch, we'd like to give a huge shout out to every single fan who's come along with us on a crazy journey we call Zombies. Whether or not you've been here since World at War, D Machina is your first rodeo, we're honored to have you in the community. Before we go, I almost missed this. Oh my god. We'll leave you with this. What we've talked about today is just a glimpse of what's planned for Zombies in 2021. If you think you know what to expect in Season 2, think again. Transit remake confirmed. No, I'm just kidding, but that's telling me that we might actually be getting a new Zombies map in Season 2. That's actually crazy. I mean, it seems, I really hope that what happened was, at the beginning of Cold War Zombies, Activision Treyarch saw how many people were enjoying D Machina, and they're just like, you know what? Let's bless it. Let's bring a ton of content to Zombies. It's super popular, and I like what they're teasing here. It seems like for Season 2, we're going to be getting some good stuff, man. So I am super, super hyped to see what they bring us this year. Definitely a really good blog post, and I just can't wait. I just can't wait. So definitely let me know down below, what do you think about Tombstone being added to Black Ops Cold War Zombies? What do you think about the new logo as well? The logo is super cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to the live stream watching me right now, all 397 of you guys. Thank you for watching the stream. And shout out to the YouTube channel members as always. And I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out.